Hello, I'm finally doing it. I'm making my first video. This is Brenda Mann. Most of you are my friends. That's how you'll see me on Facebook. Many of you are my clients who become a part of my family. For those of you who don't know, I have my own business, Academic and Behavior Consultants, after working many years in public and private schools and seeing parents struggling with children who can't do what other kids do naturally, or with a little bit of probing or a little bit of consequences. Most kids get their homework done. Most kids do their chores. Most kids get to bed on time. Most kids can get through a meal without getting in trouble. A lot of the kids that I work with can't. And many of them have a brain-based disorder, which is not a horrible thing. So many people are successful in this world who have brain-based disorders. The big ones I deal with are ADD, anxiety, depression, dyslexia, bipolar disorder, sensory issues, dyscalculia, speech and language issues. The list goes on and on and on. I get kids with traumatic brain injury. I get kids with health issues, diabetes. So I work with all children, trying to help their parents work with the schools. Unfortunately, we all know our schools are in trouble. We all know our schools don't have the money they should to do the best job they can. And our state is in a sad state of affairs. We are ranked at the very bottom in supporting kids who have special learning differences. So let's get next year started off the best we can. Let's get working with your child's school. So if your last year was not a good year, we need to start now. You need to advocate, and I'm here to help you. My job as an advocate, an educational consultant, and an academic coach. I'm not a tutor. I'm not here just to teach kids how to learn things better. I'm not here to make them better writers or better readers. There's way more beyond that when you're an academic coach. But I do have spots open in the fall, and they're gonna fill up. Thank goodness this business has been everything I hoped it would be and more, but there's only me and my group, and I only have so many slots after school. So luckily I'll keep a lot of my kids from last year, but a lot of my kids have graduated, moved on, or have retired themselves out of needing the help. So what I'm hoping today is to get some people on board, of my family of committed parents who want to make a difference for their children. And the first thing we need to do in the summer is think about the major issues that start right away when we get back to school. What problems do we have when we get into school with our teachers? What kind of advocacy do we need to do before school even starts? And when we get together, you will have a list of things that you need to do. We'll work on them together. You'll work on them independently. And we're going to go into the school and we're going to talk to those teachers and be proactive about issues that we've had year after year and make a difference this year. We're going to figure out how you're going to get that sleep schedule on track for that first day of school. We're going to figure out what kind of snacks you're going to buy. What are you going to do about lunches? What are you going to do about homework? Homework is probably the biggest issue I have with all of my families. We need to get you out of the homework war at your house. I'd love to help you meet with your child during the week, but you're the one who's with your child most of the time. And what I say to every family when they come into me is we are a square. It's you, it's me, it's your child, and your child's school. And here's the deal. Your child's school should be a perfect corner, but they're not. And it's very rare that you're going to get everything you need for your child at school. And it's my job to tell you, what do you get at school and what are you going to have to do on your own? Because schools aren't going to say to you, you know what? You need to go get your child tested. There's something going on with your child and their behavior doesn't seem right. And I've seen this in other kids, and I think your child has depression. A teacher's not going to say that. Number one, because they're not trained in it. And number two, because they'll get in trouble. They're not a doctor. I better be a perfect corner because you're hiring me. You're hiring me to do a job. And I promise you that as long as you do your job, we're going to get this right. Even with the most difficult of school situations, we will make this better. But you have a lot of work to do. You're a huge part of this square. Your child is the only wobbly corner that I will accept. And I will accept them being a wobbly corner of our square until the day they decide, is it time to go away to college or not? Because some kids aren't ready to go to college in the end. But the earlier that we start working on your child's behavior and ability to be independent and be able to do their schoolwork and advocate for their needs, that's when we know a child's ready to go off. And our goal is for our kids to be independent learners, independent human beings, independent of us, not doing everything for them, not yelling at them to do everything, because all of you who are probably watching this video this long know that yelling and punishment doesn't work with the special learners that I work with and you may have in your home. So starting now until the end of summer, and I don't want to see any of you the day before school starts or the week before school starts, because we have work to do. We have work to do. And I will have room for some of your kids during the fall, but the people that I work with at the end of summer will always have that first option of getting a space after school hours. So give me a call, inbox me, and you will get a free consultation on the phone. Let me know your situation, and I'll tell you what I think I can do for you. Once in a while I do meet families that are just not my area of expertise, but I have never met a family that I didn't think I could help. It's more about, are you going to make your corner strong as a parent? And if your school isn't making their corner strong, we're going to work with them to make sure that they do. Your child has rights, you have rights, and as weak as our government is in supporting our schools and doing the best they can for our children, they have things that they need to do and must do for our kids. So give me a call. It's just a little time on the phone to see how I can help. I'll see you in the car next time. I'm in the car because that's what people like I do. We're in between clients, we're in between times at school. I'm actually on a Sunday, and so thank goodness just doing my thing today, but it's time for me to talk to you because you're out there and you need help. I know who you are. I know you're struggling by yourself. You can't talk to your friends because they don't get it. And if you have kids that are just easy and they did their homework and they went to bed without issues and they didn't have temper tantrums that seemed way beyond what was normal, share this with one of your friends who may have an issue. Share this video because, trust me, you have someone out there that's struggling. Brain-based disorders and mental health, unfortunately, is a stigma in our culture, and people don't have the ability to talk about it openly. If they had a child with allergies, they'd go on Facebook and say, I need a good allergist. If they had a child who was just struggling with science, they might ask for a chemistry tutor. But for these kind of things, it's something that parents can't talk about. Let's keep this conversation open. I hope to hear from some of you. Inbox me and let me know when you want to chat. Brenda Mann, Academic and Behavior Consultants. You can find lots of posts and helpful articles, hopefully, on my page at Academic and Behavior Consultants on Facebook. Have a great day and enjoy summer.